This video is made for one specific reason, to give you a way to be able to charge destination fees without all the hassles and problems that they have encountered since their implementation. We have a solid program that can do that, and that's what I'm going to share with you in this short video. The destination fees, when they first came out, in concept, were great. You could have a competitive price that you showed to the public. You could gain new revenue to pay off bookings.com and those type of platforms. It really did sound like a great opportunity. The problem is most hotels, if not all hotels, snuck it in. And that blew this thing up into a major problem within the hotel and hospitality industry. State legislatures are involved. The SEC is investigating, which is never good for anybody. One major chain has been sued. The president of the United States has stepped in, and there have been nothing but negative results. It has blown up and it has become negative. And hotels around the country are still trying to figure out, what do I do with this? Do I abandon it? Most are resisting that. But how do I continue to get these fees and doing it in a way that I don't have to worry about all these problems? Well, we've come up with a program that answers that question. And through this program, you're going to be able to give out the destination fee, be open about it, offer your guests a tangible benefit for it. It aligns with the healthy travel trends that are going on throughout the country today. It provides you with a competitive advantage that the other hotels do not have. It's something that 70% of Americans have done before and like. And it is very cheap, if minimal cost, to set up. This is the program that we have for you that can answer this issue of destination fees. Now, this program involves introducing daily yoga to your hotel. Now, before you run off and say, I know about yoga, that's it. Let me tell you something. You don't know about yoga, because if you did, you would have yoga every day at your hotel. It gives you a competitive advantage, just like having a swimming pool gives you a competitive advantage. If you're the only hotel in your city that has a swimming pool, does that give you an advantage? Absolutely. If you're the only hotel in your city that has yoga, does that give you an advantage? Absolutely. But it's much more than this. The benefits of this are beyond what you may notice. I'll give you an example. We're doing this with Westin Hotels. And they had a conference recently, and they had told their conference goers, hey, we have yoga. Many of these people came for the yoga, and yoga, the conversation of the conference wasn't about the conference. It was about the yoga that Westin was doing. Another hotel we've tested this at, I'm not going to mention their name, but they're probably the one who's had the most difficulty with destination fees. They tested this with us. And what they did was they reached out to 10 of their major corporate clients and said, would you and your guys be interested if we had yoga in our hotels? And they said yes. And so they invited them. And of those 10, 8 showed up, did the yoga that we're doing, and they all loved it and gave great benefits. Having yoga gives you an advantage beyond what you may think. With convention sales, with corporate sales, all of these things, yoga gives you a competitive advantage. We do corporate yoga. I know 50 major corporations and associations that when they go out and find hotels for their conferences, they're looking for healthy and wellness. And if everything else is the same, yoga is going to push you over the edge and give you a strategic advantage. So there is no doubt that what this can do is beyond what you can think. But there's something else too. If a guest come down in the morning for their coffee or whatever, and they're off in the lobby, they see a group of people doing yoga, it adds a community element to it. It adds a flavor of togetherness, and it adds to your brand. If you've ever seen in Chinese villages, I was in China, you see the old people out there doing yoga and Tai Chi. It just adds something kind of magical. It's not BS. And this is something that it's one of those small benefits that goes beyond just corporate sales and other things. But yoga really is the best thing you can offer that will really set you apart from the crowd, which is what you want to do. Now, you can go out there and hire some local studio, but the reason you want to hire My Yoga Network to do this program for you is very simple. One, we can scale it to all your locations throughout the United States. We've been in business for 16 years, and we have people certified and trained across the country, and we can scale this for you and ensure a uniform, professional, and consistent delivery so that just like in your hotel, when they go to one hotel or the other hotel, you expect them to get the same excellent customer service and the same experience. We can deliver that at different hotels for you, which is not easy for a local studio to do. So we've got you covered with that. What I will tell you is finally this. Destination fees have become somewhat of a nightmare. This program can change that for you. It gives us something. It gives you something. It gives your guests something that they didn't get before. And it gives your shareholders peace of mind that they don't have to worry about this thing blowing up in their face. Because you're giving things that have value, that people want, that are different, and make you competitive. And I know this. One of these major corporate brands, maybe it's yours, is going to see the value of this, and they're going to get with us, and they're going to run with this. And before they know it, they're going to be the guys that the wellness community, that the corporations look to and think about when they want to travel there, because they're the ones that got yoga. If this is you or you want more information, please reach out to me, John Davenport. We can talk about individually, how do we structure this for you for one hotel or your whole chain. We can do it in a way that makes sense. Again, I thank you for your time. Carpe diem and Godspeed.